Good evening, sports fans. Welcome to Sports Desk. I am Paul on the ball, and what an exciting evening we have for you. Maybe last evening you didn't make it to the multipurpose sports complex in Road Town, where we had the Iron Fist fighting gym do it again for the second time within a span of a year. We've had another very professional bouting event held in the British Virgin Islands. This time there was a difference because we actually, for the first time in the history of the Virgin Islands, had a full gym, a full, what's it called again, a full ring, and it's actually owned by the British Virgin Islands. It's a professional ring, and you'll get a chance to see it in a minute. But I'd like to introduce our guests with us this evening. First of all, we have the owner and the coordinator, the man himself of the Iron Fist Gym is Mr. Jalan Brown. Good evening, Jalan.
Good evening.
Great to have you with us.
Thank you.
And I'm so pleased to say with us this evening, we have a young man. His name is Miguel Ray, but they call him Iron Dog. And even before he says hello, you're going to find out the reason why they call him Iron Dog. Good evening, Iron Dog.
Hungry. Feed me.
Well, there you go.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, good evening.
Sir Paul.
If you thought there was a dog in the house, it's just Miguel Ray. And I'm telling you. In fact, I was talking to Jalan a little earlier, and he said they were walking down the road, and there were some dogs on the road, and Miguel growled, and the dogs ran. Because they are a very bad dog on the road. But we're not here to talk about dogs tonight. We're here to talk about the Iron Fist fighting gym. And last night, a spectacular performance overall. Very successful event. Jalan, you did it again.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about how it all came together, where it all came about from.
Well, we did it last year with a makeshift ring. So this year we plan to be different because, we almost have some accident last year. So, I dig into the pocket and order the ring. And now we have our own ring, so we have nothing else to worry about. We're just bringing them in and knock them out just like that.
Well, there you go. They're bringing them in, and actually we're going to have a look at some of the clips now. And maybe as we look through the clips, Jalan, you can walk us through what we're seeing at the multipurpose sports complex last night. Like I say, very professional. You'll be very impressed with the ring itself. First of its kind here in the Virgin Islands. And have a look at these events as they went on. It's going to give him an 8-step count. That is Iron Dog, and Iron Dog says, I'm fine. Creaky is happy. Fight. Oh, and I think he's going to stop it. Is he? Is he? He's having a look. He's having a look. Iron Dog says yes. Creaky says wait. He's having a look. He's asking. Creaky's happy. Fight. Creaky says no, it's all over. It's all over. It's all over. Iron Dog is not happy. He's not happy. It's all about give a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Your winner by TKO from the Izzles, Jolan. And there you have it. TKO from the Izzles, of course, Jolan Brown and Iron Dog. I noticed at the end of that fight, you didn't seem very happy with the referee's decision. Tell us a bit about that, and why were you waving the referee off? You had your hands in the air. You were literally protesting of the decision of the ringside referee, Mr. Milton McDonald Creaky.
I was actually telling him I'm good. I'm fit. Watch. I'm showing him I'm okay.
Right.
You understand me? I'm focused.
Yes.
I'm here, sir. I'm not gone. Please don't stop this fight.
Right.
And I'm asking him not to stop the fight. But in the ring, the referee has the opportunity to do whatever he please if he sees fit. You know, I got a couple punches on my guard, and he got me a couple punches. But he's the champion of this bout. This time I'm a second runner-up. But I guess probably if possible, I would like a rematch to really prove that the dog does not just have fur on him. I really have a punch too, you know. And he won the fight. They showed his punching on me, but, you know, I guess further on in this interview, I guess, you know, a little bit of truth might come out when eventually. So
Well,
I'm just happy to be here in the British Virgin Islands, and it's good. I met some nice people. Thank you, Sir Paul. You're a wonderful reporter too. God bless you all, you know.
but tell me, Miguel, what do you think that you could have done differently to get a different result, so to speak?
To be honest,
Honesty is good.
I could have really, you know, just feel him out a little bit more before I attacked him. You know, I know he has a powerful punch because he gave me a couple punches too. Yeah, I brushed them off and wanted a couple more to show him I can take a punch. You know, but he's fast. I'll give him that much. He's like a little bit faster now, but improvement is there. Gate is there for improvement, and I'm hoping to get the chance to fight him again.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that in a minute. Let me give across to Jolan now. Jolan, one of the things that was said after the fight, which I've heard in your previous fight, but this one you're a bit more impressive, is that there's a feeling that you have the potential to actually fight at the highest level. Based on the fight that you had yesterday, what is your feeling of that, and how far do you think you can really take your fighting ability?
Right now, I just want to get 10 fights, and I'm out there for the world title. That's where I'm aiming for right now, to be the world champ.
So you want to be the middleweight champion of the world? No,
Yeah.
there's some pretty big names out there in the middleweight.
Yeah, I mean, you have Mayweather, you have Canelo and stuff like those, but, you know, it's Iron Fist and I'm never scared.
What do you think though that you have that is good enough to compete against a Mayweather?
Okay, my left hook, it never fails me. My solar plexus punch, it never fails me. And my opponent here, he can, you know, testify against that. He can tell you about that.
About that punch?
Yeah.
So, but obviously, as you said, you're going to need a few more fights under your belt. And explain to the listening audience, how do you get ranked enough? How do you get a ranking? So, you know, you hear somebody say the number 1 contender, he's a number 3 contender. How do you get that ranking, and how is it possible? Is it feasible, let's put it that way, from fighting here in the Virgin Islands to get ranked high enough to meet a Mayweather or thereabouts?
Yeah, you know, we just got to get the right promoters and meet the right people. Right now, we have Sir Richard Branson, he's behind us. Minister Waldwin is behind us. And, you know, they are the right people to really help us to reach where we are going. And right now, I will lift that flag again for the next event. And I hear my opponent say that he needs a rematch. I have no problem with that. I'm ready. I'm always ready. You know, it's Iron Fist all the way. And as I said before, I never fear.
Now the BVI is obviously very, very keen to see boxing go to a higher level. Let's talk time here. Let's talk a range of time. Between now, we're in September. When can we realistically see you getting to a point where you get a title fight?
2017. 2017, late 2017.
Now, you wouldn't be the first Virgin Island to get a title fight, because recently we had a Virgin Island from the USVI who had a title fight. The challenge with him is that he got to the point where we got the title fight, and then when he got to the title fight, he was very disappointed. I don't know if you saw that fight.
Yeah, I saw it.
What was your take on that?
Well, you know, I was very disappointed in that, you know, as a boxer, you get damaged or you get a hurt, you know, you just got to move, don't stand, you know, keep your guards up at all times. That's what my coach, my sensei, always say to me, some people might say sensei, but yeah, my sensei teach me a lot of stuff. And he say, in life, always keep your guards up. So even when you get a hit, my opponent here, he knocked me out in the first round, but he didn't even know that he knocked me out. You know, but my sensei teach me feeling and hearing. So I couldn't even see him, and he didn't even know that. You understand? But at the same time, I show him that, you know, I'm the champ.
Right. So you took a punch and you came back with. I'm going to get back to Miguel because you want to talk about that punch that you took there. But we're going to come back to Miguel in a minute. You know, he's going to give us another growl and then tell you how he's going to deal with you in the next fight. But when people watch the television fight between the USVI and this title fight, what a couple of months ago it was now.
Yeah.
What the word that was said was that, you know, the Virgin Islands doesn't have the facilities or what it takes to get somebody to that level. They need to go to the States and practice more. He didn't look like we say race ready, he didn't look fight ready. Is it possible to get a person right here from the British Virgin Islands fight ready to fight for a title fight?
It is possible because we here, we eat the Caribbean food, right? We don't eat all those greasy and oily stuff. For me personally, I'm a vegetarian and I'm strong, I'm firm, I'm fast, right? And I'm a combination. I have my punch, I have my power. So yes, we can stay right here in the Caribbean, in the Virgin Islands, and you know, we don't have to go nowhere for training.
So are you saying Bolt, who never had to leave the Caribbean to break the world record, as we all thought at one point people had to go to America to become a world record holder in the sprints, you are now also telling the world, I hope they're all going to plug into the internet and see this, and you're telling all Virgin Islanders that we can develop a middleweight champion of the world straight here from our beautiful Virgin Islands.
Yeah, it's very beautiful and I love this place, you know. I make this place now my home and this is where I'm going to fight for, and I'm going to say right here I'm going to train. Listen, all you got to do is focus. Once you maintain that, then you're good to go.
Well, speaking of focus, we're going to take a pause for a cause to thank our sponsors. When we come back, we're going to bring back that man who barks and bites worse than a dog, because he's going to tell us how he's going to defeat the Iron Fist. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
Sports Desk is sponsored by Flow.
This is how we flow.
This is us.
Love you too.
This is how we work. This is how we play. This is how we live. This is us. This is how we flow.
Hands, sing BVI, wave them to the sky, rock from side to side, vacation for you and I. Hands, sing BVI, wave them to the sky, rock from side to side, vacation for you and I. Come out and enjoy our country, local foods like fish and fungi, rates you can afford, enjoy hotel sailing and more. Me tell them, no need to go nowhere, we have what you need right here. Relax at our resorts and take a sightseeing tour. Come on out and you should take this opportunity to have a vacation station for you and me. Me tell them, hands, sing BVI, wave them to the sky, rock from side to side, vacation for you and I.
And now it's time to plan your BVI staycation. Visit us at www.bvistaycation.com. This is a message from the BVI Tourist Board's Staycation campaign.
And welcome back, sports fans. I'm Paul on the ball. A very exciting edition here for you this evening. We have the man himself from the Iron Fist, Jalan Brown, and they just put on a really spectacular boxing event. And in the feature fight of the evening, the main fight of the evening, we had the Iron Dog against the Iron Fist, and his name is Miguel Ray. And Miguel, we were talking just now, and the Jalan mentioned that you actually caught him really good in the first round. I guess, let's go back to that first round and talk a bit about that. Did you realize you'd actually caught him in the first round?
I felt I caught him with a punch, but you know, he's a good boxer. I watch a couple tape on him because my son had downloaded a few sparring event with Julian from here.
Yes.
And he gave me them to watch, and I was watching it, and I, you know, kind of, you know, adjust myself to kind of fight him the way I think it would be best. And I threw that punch. I never knew I caught him that hard, but an excessive S with an excessive fist, and the next time an excessive punch might just take Julian out and get myself into the ball at a middleweight championship of the world too, because that's my dream someday, you know. And this fight right now is like actually the fight Muhammad Ali had got with Joe Frazier when they had locked him down and turned down his license to fight in the States. So this is a good up for me from my country where I'm from, and I didn't get any hassle from the embassy or the officials that I had to pass through to be here. So give thanks for this opportunity, and I hope to fight him again if he would give me the chance.
Well, I'm sure, Miguel, that Jalan will be very happy to give you another chance again. Let's talk a bit about, you know, you spoke about back home. Obviously, I see the big Jamaica on your shirt there. Tell us a bit about your country and what boxing is like over there, and you know, and what led you to come over to the Virgin Islands.
Well, in a nutshell, I can say, you know, 2013 I entered Rare Heavy Contender. They gave me the champion Moncrief Concrete to fight, and they had stopped my fight too in the second round, but I wasn't down either. You know, I actually had a deja vu of this right now with Julian, because I was still up. I was, you know, but the referee had saw it fit to, you know, stop my fight. And even back home, I wanted to fight Moncrief again, but I never got the opportunity. But someday I might, because, you know, a boxer never turned down a real official fight. And when you fight someone and win him before, you're saying, oh, I can knock this guy down. So send him on again. Do it again to show them that I'm a real, you know, fist or a concrete. So, you know, maybe Julian might just be surprised and he might fall asleep the next time my punch reach him. You understand?
What would you say the similarity between Moncrief and Julian?
I had the edge over Moncrief. He was really scared of me. Julian, he's a boxer. He's a champion, 2009 champion, you know, but he's brave. He's a Spartan. I give him that much. I'm a warrior too. I'm a gladiator. I never back down from a challenge. So, you know, wherever the fight is, if it's possible for me to be there, I will. You know, I never back down from a challenge, and I will be fighting until 2037.
No, I hear that. Now, you fought both Moncrief, as you said, and Jalan Brown, both high-quality fighters. How do you rate Jalan as far as going on to becoming the middleweight champion of the world?
Honestly, he's fast. Julian is fast. You know, I caught him that punch, and a couple more. You know, I could have really improvised a bit, but I had a muscle spasm in my shoulder. You know, kind of coming into the game. I was trying to get rid of it, but you know, he was faster than me this time around. But I'm gonna be preparing, and I will be prepared the next time we fight. And two gladiators in the ring, we never really, you know, give anything away, really. A free punch, you have to work for that. So real boxers just work when they're in the ring. Work.
Julian, you've seen Mayweather in the ring. You've watched him fight many times, I'm sure. How do you fight a guy like Mayweather that doesn't allow you to get anywhere near him? He has this ability to hold you off and just hit and hold you off. How do you fight a guy like Mayweather?
Well, fighting a guy like Mayweather, right? Not Canelo, the other dude that fought him. I don't remember his name, but he fought him well. The one that punched out his tooth.
Right.
Right. All he had to do is that overhand right, and Mayweather have the shoulder movements and stuff. So once he turn his shoulder, his body leave open. So you fake with the overhand right, and then there he leave the body open, and you go to the body, overhand right again, and then you have him, and give him, you know, a couple straight jabs and stuff like that.
But I mean, you say that very casually, but many have tried. Many have tried.
Yeah, many have tried, but they did not try what I just said.
Oh, okay. But if they're listening now, they can try.
Yeah.
So let's get back to the Iron Fist Gym. Tell us a bit about what has been happening with the Iron Fist Gym. How has the growth been going? And where do you guys see yourselves over the next 12 to 24 months?
Right now, we see ourselves going 12 to 24 months. We're going all over. We never back down. Iron Fist keep growing by the day. You know, people keep contacting Iron Fist on Facebook. So the gym is growing. We do fitness, we do self-defense, and we do boxing, right? So we cater for abusive children, aggressive children, you know, children with too much energy that they want to let out and stuff like that. Parents can bring their children there. We have the after-school program at the high school where we do 3:30 to 4:30 in the evening, Monday to Friday. So yeah, Iron Fist is going a big way.
Tell us a bit about that after-school program. You know, that's very interesting for the high school. I've heard people talk about it before. What all actually happens there? Where do you find the children to attend a program such as that from? Where do those kids usually come from? And what do you do?
Big heads up and thumbs up to Miss, the principal,
right,
and Mr. Hodge. I just want to thank them very much for allowing the program in the school. The reason for taking the program in the school, you had a lot of fight used to happen in the school, so we say Iron Fist Boxing Gym said that once there is so many fights in the school, they have a lot of energy. So what we want to do now is curve that energy in a positive way. You know, instead of youngsters going to the police station for hitting somebody with something, you know, they can take that energy out in the ring, and that helps them to be humble, to be calm and stuff like that. People ask me why boxing. Boxing helped me to be calm. I'm a prison officer now, and you know, as you can see right here, I got a hit in my face with a stone by an inmate. That's a couple of weeks ago before the fight.
Wow.
And I was like, you know, if I just stood there and smiled, if it wasn't for boxing, I would have done something crazy. You understand? But it helped me to maintain that humbleness, that calmness. Even the inmate himself, he looks at me and like, because he just saw me stood there and the blood gushing out and everything, I did not retaliate. You know, I forgive him and everything like that's boxing. That's a professional person. You understand? So, yeah, boxing take me a long way.
What do you say to those people who say that boxing is barbaric? I saw guys that say, "Are you coming to the fight?" He says, "No, boxing is barbaric. I want nothing to do with boxing." What do you say to people that have that sort of mentality? Why would they think that?
I rather my opponent to answer that question.
All right, Miguel, sure. Miguel, yeah. Iron Dog.
It's the discipline of the sport. You have to be a professional. You have to really have that professionalism within you so that you can actually, you know, take all that energy and that chi and put it into a positive way. You can teach a child to, you know, enhance all that power and have it inside and don't let it out doing something aggressive or stupid, putting themselves in problem, their parents in problem, or their guardians or, you know, overseer. So, doing boxing or karate or whatever else helps to curb that chi. You just have to be positive and be a positive person. You have to connect with the Most High too. If you're not with the Most High, then you will be a dark side, teaching children to be dark, like the Dark Ages they used to talk about. Gladiators in the past used to really fight till the death. That was blood sport for those people back then. Now boxing have a ring general that is really the referee, and sometimes they make decision that the opponent of the other, you know, boxer or the other person they're fighting kind of, you know, feel like, you know, but
Like
a rematch is inevitable. A rematch is inevitable, even with Moncrief in Jamaica. And I want to enter contender next year, 2017. I will be entering the 160 middleweight Ray and Heavy contender next year, 2017. And I know I'm better, you know. I'm much more improved. And I'm proud to be Miguel Iron Dog Ray. And it got me here, and I know I'm going to take it further. Thank you.
Do you think that having fought Jolan that has improved your
Yes,
fighting skills?
yes it has. Yes it has, you know. I still, you know, was a bit too rushy to him, because I should have just, you know, watch him a little bit more, time him, you know, use the ring as a space to kind of let him, you know, try to get into me. And I had some punch I didn't even let go in this fight. I was holding to really feel and see how he actually boxed to get into his guard. But, you know, he caught me a couple good punches. He hit hard, but I brush off a couple of them. I'm a Iron Dog. I'm excessive. I'm excessive S. So I'm Superman too. So one day I'm gonna fly high without even a plane or wings. So thanks for this opportunity. I hope to be back to the VBI sometime soon, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, we're certainly happy to have you, Miguel.
Sign the contract, big boy. Sign the contract.
Like, well,
tell us about this contract. What contract is that?
Yeah, he say he wants a rematch. He keep talking about it. So I'm like, sign the contract. We will sign the contract.
Okay.
And this time he will go to sleep.
Okay. So tell us, when do you plan to have another fight like this, and how practical it is to have them? I don't know. Every 3 months, every 4 months. What is the expectation time between each bout?
Right now we're planning. Iron Fist planning to do a fight every 2 months, because reason for that, I want to get up to the 10 fight level where, you know, I can really go for the world title.
Right. And then, okay, so you're having a fight every 2 months. How do you get those fights certified and recognized by the WBA or all the different bodies? Which body would recognize us as a fight? Because there's about 4 different belts, aren't there?
Yeah. So as I was saying again, we travel through our promoters and stuff like that. So,
So the
they
promoters
will
will-
really assist us. Right now, Deontay Wilder, he sent his boy Joey Scott here to really check out the gym. Joey came and he talked to the youngsters at the gym. Deontay Wilder is the heavyweight champion of the world, and you know, he saw him on Facebook. They following me right through. So basically, they came down. They give some gloves and stuff like that. You know, donated some gloves, and they're really looking at Iron Fist right now. So his promoter is liking what he's seeing so far.
Okay, so just tell me a bit about, because we had started talking about the youngsters, but we didn't go any further. How many youngsters do you presently have at Iron Fist? And, you know, what is the routine for a parent maybe who is looking on and wants to get their child involved in what you're doing?
The routine, you guys got to fill out a form. You bring your passport picture to put on that form. Make sure the child is healthy. They have no sickness where, you know, the training, because it's not a daycare center. It's a training ground. And even the people who are doing fitness, I let them know that it's not a daycare center. We don't smile in the gym. We don't, you know, chat people in the gym and stuff like that. We come, we work out, we get a sexy body, and you know, we do what we got to do. We have a positive vibes. We lead the children. We do community service, stuff like that. We go out there and do positive stuff. We don't have time for negative stuff. We don't have time for negative people.
Right. So, obviously the main focus, as you've heard, is to come out and get a sexy body. I don't think you heard that one, right? What do you think about that, Miguel?
Excessive, sir. And I'm still here, sir. I didn't back down, and I'm ready to rumble again in the jungle.
Miguel, you know, I notice that every time we get back to the basic conversation, Miguel has been sending the attack. He has been sending the challenge over to Julian Brown, and Julian is kind of. I haven't heard anything concrete. He keeps on saying, sign the contract. What, you know?
Well,
are you sending an official challenge to Julian Brown?
Because the referee didn't handle me fair this time too. So I hope for a challenge. I hope to do the 10 round, because I've been doing some 8 round 4 minutes for a while now, and I'm fit and I'm up. My surgery I did 2013 after I fought Moncrief. I had an accident 2004.
Okay.
To my spine ligament had actually started to swell in my back.
Oh.
You know, and another incident that a doctor had to fix. I got 3 needles pushing my spine and kind of readjust and pull out some stuff that shouldn't be in. And
right.
I'm fine now. I came from 198 to 160 when I had to fight Moncrief. And I'm at 160 every day of my life now. If 164 come up by the evening end or the morning, I'm 160, 159, 158. I don't move from there now. And I guess he's going to feel my fist and know that I am the real Iron Dog with the Iron Fist. And he's going to just, you know, make me the real master of the ring, you know. So he's just going to have to give in there.
You know, Paul,
yes.
I love when they talks like that. Because when they feel Iron Fist, right, then they kneel down and confess that, yeah, you are Iron Fist.
So he has just sent an official challenge out to you. Can we get an official response, an official challenge? What's the official response?
The official response is yes. I'm ready anytime, right? But I will come back on the show and tell you the date.
Okay, so we're going to see a rematch definitely with Iron Dog and Iron Fist.
Yeah.
But we are going to wait to get that official date. So we can expect to see Iron Dog back in the Virgin Islands for the next fighting bout, which apparently, based on what I've been told, is going to be approximately 2 months from now. So get prepared, get in shape, Iron Dog.
I am in shape, sir.
And I noticed, Paul, that, you know, he's drinking this excessive, he's going to sleep excessively.
Well, we're hoping that exercise gives them extra strength, actually.
You know,
It's a stock. I can't even hear that right now, you know. I can't even hear that right now.
Iron
you know?
Fist is not afraid. We never scared. We're Spartan. We don't even feel pain. You understand? So I don't know what he's talking about over there right now.
So what we're seeing here now, folks, is this is the preamble for the rematch between Iron Dog and Iron Fist. And Dog has sent the challenge out, and it has been officially accepted by Iron Fist. We're going to take a pause for a cause. When we come back, we're going to hear a bit about the sponsors and that big fight coming up between Iron Dog and Iron Fist. Ruff, ruff. Don't touch that. Don't touch that.
Sports Desk is sponsored by Flow.
This is how we flow.
This is us. This is how we live. This is how we flow.
Welcome to our newly renovated Botanic Service Station to serve you better and faster. We carry Sol gasoline, the best gas that will take you further and keep your engine running cleaner. To make that delicious meal at home or restaurant, we have LPGs from 20 pounds to 100 pounds, readily available for your easy pickup right here at Botanic Station. While you are here, check out our deli for finger-licking snacks from pizzas, hot wings, patties, cakes, all made fresh every day, and cold drinks that's always cold. Need oil for your vehicle? We carry a wide selection of vehicle maintenance products. We are open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily.
For decades, BVI has relied on financial services for its economic prosperity and the standard of living we've come to enjoy.
Times have changed. Competition has grown. International pressures have intensified, and the BVI must adapt.
BVI Forward is the government's strategy to strengthen the financial services industry. It is a campaign of far-reaching initiatives serving as the engine that will drive the continuing evolution and innovation of financial services in the BVI. This will help to maintain the territory's competitive advantage in the context of changing international regulatory landscape and growing competition.
There are 10 initiatives under the BVI Forward campaign. Revamp the International Finance Center, strengthen the business development function, engage the population, build BVI lander capability, pursue tax initiatives, enhance customer service at the Financial Services Commission, attract and offer value-added services, reform immigration and labor, invest in infrastructure, and establish a dedicated delivery unit to coordinate and drive implementation.
BVI Forward. It's about me, it's about you, it's about all of us.
It's about working together to safeguard the future prosperity of the British Virgin Islands.
When it comes to your health, being uninsured is never an option. Listen to some sound advice. Nagico's Nagicare is one of the best medical insurance plans your money can buy. We offer you solutions to medical coverage benefits tailor-made to your budget and preferences, so that the next time you visit a doctor, you can rest assured that we've got you covered. Visit our website, nagico.com, or contact a Nagico office or agent near you. Nagico Insurances. We've got you covered.
Welcome back, sports fans. I'm Paul Nabola. We're nearly the time of the clock now. We're winding down. We sort of had a really nice chat with the Iron Dog, Miguel Ray, and along with him, of course, the champ. You've got to call him the champ because he is. He's 2-0 in the Virgin Islands, Julian Brown of the Iron Fist. And Julian, let's be honest, to get to where you've gotten to in a territory like the Virgin Islands, you know, in fact, let me give you Julian's story, because I met him just after he came he came into my office one day, and he wasn't too sure who I was. But the story was that he came to the U.S. Virgin Islands, and he thought he was coming to the U.S. Virgin Islands, and ended up in the British Virgin Islands. And then he wanted to know how he could get across to the U.S. Virgin Islands. Well, as it happens, he realized that the Lord was sending him to the British Virgin Islands and not the U.S. Virgin Islands. And this has become his home. And now when we speak, he confides in me that he's happy that he made that error, because here is where now he loves, and here is where he's going to stay and get to that world championship and become the middleweight champion of the world. Yeah. But there have been a lot of people who've supported him on the way. And let's talk a bit about that.
Yeah, you know, I have David Penn. He's one of the person who really assists me. Even when I was going through, you know, a deep crisis, I was here for like 2 years not working, and he and his sister, they assist me right through, you know, and I really appreciate what these people have been doing for me. You know, I did an interview for the prison, for the work at the prison, and I did not get through it the first time, and I went back to Mr. David Foot. David helped me, and he said, well, I tried to, you know, you pass the interview and stuff like that, and then he said, listen out for a call, and I get the call, and you know, I got the job at the prison. So I really appreciate that. I really appreciate what the BVI government did for me. You know, Mr. Wallowin, he's always there, you know. He always checks up on me if I'm okay and stuff like that, you know. I really appreciate these people, because without them, I probably would have gone back to Jamaica already, you know. But these people see the good in me, and, you know, they just bring it out.
I noticed also you had a lot of help from the National Bank in this last.
Yeah, last year we wrote to National Bank, and they assist us in getting some equipment, and this year again we asked them for assistance again, and you know, within the week we write to a lot of people, and National Bank were the only person who really responded to us. A day before the fight, I went to Sports and Trophy, and I asked them, please just give us the shoes to really go in the fight. We need this to be professional. And you know, the lady, I don't really remember her name, she assists us, Sports and Trophy. So people, you know, if you want your sports gear and everything, go to Sports and Trophy. You understand? And if you want to be excessive, as Iron Dog is drinking, because he catch me with an excessive punch, right? So yeah, it really works. You know, you have to check the health area. Yeah, these are some of the people who really, you know, assist me and help me to accomplish my dream, my goal. You understand? And it's helping me now to really help the youngsters out there in a positive way.
Right. Well, I was actually making a note here as you spoke, and we actually never mentioned Sports and Trophies as a sponsor, but we really probably should have. You know, and maybe in the next bout that we do, we can bring Sports and Trophies on board, and whether they help you or not, and I'm sure that they will, but we certainly will bring Sports and Trophies on board with that. And as you mentioned before, of course, David and Alicia Penn, who have been along with you all along. David Foot, he's also, I mean, I met David on the road a couple of years ago, and he actually mentioned you and said that he was really keen to help you what you're doing. So you know you're telling the truth, and you know, it's, you know, people help good people, and of course the Honorable Waldwin has always been keen to help youngsters and to be involved with sporting events. So, you know, kudos to all those sponsors who really stood up and made the Clash of the Irons. In case you're wondering what the Clash of the Irons are, it's the Iron Fist and the Iron Dog.
Jamaica is still here.
Now, Iron Dog, before we go, let's give you a few final words. You know, you came all the way here to the Virgin Islands. Is this your first time? And tell us a bit about your experience having come to the Virgin Islands.
It's my first time out of my country, 3 and 9 years. That's a long time to be in your country and don't leave, you know. Thank God for the sponsors. Thank you, Sir Paul. And Julian Brown make it possible. He's a good fighter. I'm going to give him that much. And he's a fast puncher. I would give him that much too, you know. I would even like the referee that ref that fight, really ref the fight back, you know, and see that the dog wasn't down. Because even after the fight, I was like 10, 15 feet in the air, and then they were like, oh, he's flying, and I'm down back in the ring. I was like, he wasn't really down, you know. Everybody was saying, wow, man of the match, you know. I even got a little trophy for that. I didn't even know they were preparing that for me, but thank you. You know, I got a silver medal with my name written on it with the British Virgin Islands, so I can remember my first time I fly and have something to remember my career starting, and my second bout when I would take back my win from Julian Brown. I hope to, you know. However, a fighter never backs down. My country is nice, but the British Virgin Islands, I would represent my country through the islands, but if the islands want to take me as the BVI fighter too, I guess I might just, you know, take the challenge as a Jamaican and stay here and fight too, you know. I will still represent. It's a nice country. I met some nice people. Well, thank you.
Well, I know you're very good at ad-libbing, so I'm going to ask you to ad-lib now and promote the next matchup between Iron Dog and Iron Fist. Over to you.
The next matchup?
You're going to promote it.
Well, come out whenever this date is set, whenever this time is come again, and it will come again. I know, I'm sure you will be entertained. It will be a very excessive fight, and a lot of fists and punches will be thrown in bunches, and rumble in the jungle will be this one, like Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier when he had got the chance to really step out of the state to actually got back a fight, because I feel this right now. I feel my joy, my glory coming, and God has given me the opportunity to British Virgin Island, okay? So while I'm here, and the excess, and the XS, and the X-Fist, and the dog will never back down from no fight. Even if Mayweather tried to take Julian Brown's space, I wouldn't even back down. So you're after Mayweather, I'm after him too. So this is a fight of the titans to get Mayweather. So, bruv, I wish you all the best, but I'm going to take you down the next time we fight. And if we go to the 10 rounds, probably the referee might, you know, give me back my win, because he took it from me this time, yeah? For real. I caught you a couple punches. You can take a hard punch too. Thank you. You gave me a couple, and but you got me. You got me winded in my solar plex. So, I can't take that from you either. So, respect. Thank you for this opportunity. Thanks for being BVI. I would be here anytime again they send me the request. And I'm thanking the people at the embassy and everybody who assists me with all the pen they slash and the stamp they put in my thing to let me be here.
The immigration.
Thank you, the immigration officers. Thank you. You're nice people.
Well, over to you. You've heard what the Iron Dog had to say. I'm gonna give you some final words. What do you have to say for yourself and promote the next fight?
Well, Iron Dog has spoken. He has roared, but my fist will do all the talking. The date will be set. You will hear the next date. Possible next week, probably, in the next show, because I'm so anxious to put this dude to sleep. He has a lot of talk, when I saw him on YouTube, I'm like, where did this guy rise up from? Where did he came from? I never heard about him. Everybody always hear about Iron Fist. So I'm going to show this dude who Iron Fist really is. I'm going to fix his business for him. Probably retire early.
Never.
So don't mess with Iron Fist.
Bring it.
Don't mess with Iron Fist.
The dog is ready. Anytime.
He's in trouble. He's in
You're
big
gonna
trouble.
be in trouble.
I'm gonna smile and knock this dude out.
I'm gonna be serious and knock you out.
I'm gonna
this
smile.
Ain't no fun when
I'm gonna
ring.
stand over him just like Ali and look at him on the ground. Yeah.
wishing. The referee gave you this one. Free.
You're in trouble. And this
Referee
time,
gave you this one
ref,
free.
I don't want you to stop this fight. Let it go right through to the end. Okay?
You're kind of going through in the white towel.
He's going down.
You're kind of going through in the white towel.
He's going down for 10 minutes. We
You're
never
kinda
scare.
going
I'm
through
a
in the white
Spartan.
towel.
I don't feel pain. You know, we don't even show expression. So he's going down.
Look at my face. Look at my face. My excess. Look out, Julian.
He better drink enough excess because enough iron fist will go and that pit bull nose. When a pit bull open his mouth, what you do? Punch him on the nose. That's it. His eye full of water one time.
Well, I will be biting. And I still will be barking louder than you after the fight is over. Even the dust is clear. I will be here standing and my hand will be raised. Then, Julian.
Paul, take over. I'm tired of this dude now.
Well, gentlemen.
I'm getting real angry right now.
Me too.
Well, gentlemen, you heard it all. And this has really been a setup for a rematch between Julian Brown and, of course, the mad dog himself, Miguel Ray, and out of Jamaica. So it's going to be interesting. And, of course, Julian says that he would like to be the middleweight champion of the world. That would be the first Virgin Islander to become the champion, a middleweight champion of the world. I know you've had Virgin Islanders who have become champions before, but the middle champion of the world, it's a tough area to be in. But, you know, Julian sounds convinced, he sounds sure. So, guys, I want to thank you, first of all, Miguel, for coming all the way from Jamaica. We're looking forward to seeing you again. And, of course, Julian, congratulations on a job well done. I know it was a lot of work, but you got it done yet again, and it's the start of great things to come.
Thank you very
So,
much.
sports fans, thanks for watching. Until next week, good sports on you.
Sports Desk is sponsored by Flow.
This is